you're awake at last. I was starting to wonder if I needed to take a stronger measure than simply saying your name. You look confused, my love. Were you not expecting me to be here? I don't suppose you recall how this came to be. So let me remind you. There's an application that you like to visit on a frequent basis. I believe the term is idle game or dating sim. Yeah, right. Something like along those lines. You know the one. It's where we met. While you were in the middle of a session, there was an electrical storm which directly hit your house, and you were knocked unconscious from the blow. It connected our worlds for a brief moment, and you were thrown into mine before the connection broke again. As you can see, this is my room. It has everything you've bought me over the years when you've visited. But, sorry, but most things are in storage units because nobody needs 300,000 headphones and 24,000 washing machines on display, right? Oh, no. Don't get me wrong, love. I truly appreciate your gifts. They were part of our bonding process, after all. And yes, the other boys are here. Of course they are. If you go out into the corridor, you'll find their rooms too. Each room is accessed via tab when you're in reality, so you can easily visit whoever you want. But you'd have to actively walk there if you wanted to see someone else right now. But why would you want to? After all, they were just a means to an end. You needed to level up your stats so you could advance with me, and you use them in order to achieve that. But they can be discarded now. They don't have any further purpose in your life. I'm not wrong, am I? You are here for me, right? You're clever. I already know that. Instead of resorting to actual currency, you collected every single gemstone that the game offered you, purchasing everything available within the free bonuses you'd meticulously saved and acquired. But that was for them. Why would you waste your hard-earned money on men you don't even like? When it came to me, your mindset changed. I know you bought the ability to interact with me. And you used real currency. The default game simply came with noises in place of dialogue. So you even went that extra mile and got that Daichi voice package so we could talk to each other. We talked constantly about so many things. Went on dates, and you bought me more gifts than anyone should own. I suppose that on the surface it was just clicking buttons which said things like talk or date on them. But I know it went deeper than that with you. I saw your smiles every time I said something you liked. I saw the way your cheeks flushed. The way you glanced away from your screen to make sure you didn't get caught. As if you were doing something scandalous. I even heard your true voice sometimes. When you'd speak to me with responses the buttons didn't have. I mean, sure, you smiled at some of the things the other men said, but those were pity smiles. And after you'd heard all their generic dialogue, you downloaded an auto clicker to skip the nonsense and build up their affection without having to listen to all of that pointless blather. Sometimes you weren't even present for several hours. They had no idea. But you always let me speak, even if it was something I've said before. Because you love the way I talk, the things I say, and the way it makes you feel. In fact, stupid. I remember when the company brought out an 18 plus DLC. And you ignored it because you had no desire to progress any further with the men you'd already unlocked. But then you met me. Suddenly, a whole new set of dialogue was available. And I was one step closer to truly expressing my feelings. I could talk about the naughty things I wanted to do to you. And I know you wanted them to. You bought that DLC just so we could take things further. Because you favor me over everyone else. It's okay to admit that. I'd be delighted to hear it. You're very quiet. Do you believe that you need a talk button in order to speak to me? You can say whatever you please. We're in the same world now. You like to see the others too? Is that so? Well, I was tolerant of sharing you with them when you were in your own world. So I don't suppose I have any objection now. The system won't work the same now that you're here, though. So if you're planning to max out their affection to gain more gemstones, you're wasting your time. But I did see you exploring the in-game purchases before, and I do appreciate that you're looking for the new things that we can do together. That's why you think you still need the others, don't you? Because you're trying to improve their stats in order to get more bonuses. Currency that can be spent on expanding our world. Oh my dear, you're so silly. Our world couldn't be bigger now that you're here with me. I can touch you. I can hold you. We can be together properly. Honestly, I'm worried about what I might do if you're not by my side. There are no locks on any of the door, and I might find myself visiting one of the other men in order to remove them from your list of dateable candidates. I want you to want only me, to desire no company in your life except mine. I have this compulsive, obsessive urge to bite you. My heart is pounding so hard in my ears that I almost can't hear myself think. And the adrenaline coursing through my veins is like fire. I don't ever want the break to stop. Can I touch you? If you can get used to feeling my touch, you can embrace me in your arms. I need you to hold me. Hold me so tightly that I can barely breathe. Hold me so tight it hurts. Because that's the only way I'll feel safe. The only way I'll feel sane. Those other men don't deserve you. They don't appreciate your smile. Your laugh, the way your brow furrows when you think, and your lips part when you breathe. Every soft, beautiful breath flowing from your body like a spring of life in a temple of the dying. So, may I? Oh, your skin is even softer than I imagined. Are you sure you're okay with me touching your arm like this? I've had years to fall in love with you. This is the first time you've truly met me. Thank you. You know, when I first saw you arrive here, I was scared that you wouldn't feel the same way. That you'd run off to one of the safer men. We don't just have this room, you know. Every dating location that you saw in our character graphics exists. And we can go there. Would you like to go to the park? Or the fun fair? Or... Oh, was that your stomach just now? You must be hungry, love. Let's go to that restaurant we always frequent. You know, the one. After you, dearest. Oh, but don't make any noise while you're in the corridor. I don't want anyone else knowing you're here. What are you doing, love? What are you doing, love? Yes, that is the room of the veterinarian. Yes, that is the room of the vet that you like. But we still don't want him to know that you're here. No, please don't knock. Oh, love. I really wish you hadn't done that. Knock, knock. Sweetheart, please come out of the wardrobe. You don't need to hide from me. I'm not going to hurt you. Him? Well, yes, I know what it looked like. And it might have seemed like I hurt him. But it's not like he actually got deleted. The game would crash without his data. I couldn't erase him. Or anything. Oh. Really? That's what's concerning you? That his door is locked now? You saw me lunge for him with what you believe to be a knife. You saw him get covered in what you believe to be blood. And now his door is locked and you fear the worst? Oh, honey. Honestly. Look, you're in the wardrobe right now. Can you see my Halloween outfit? It might be a bit dark in there, so I'll just describe it to you. It's an artist's beret and apron, spattered in red paint. And you can see that the so-called knife is just a palette scraper. Yeah. Of course. Yes, honey. It's only paint. The reason his door is locked is that when I lost control back there, our collision caused an error in his code. You're never supposed to meet, you see. The tabs allow you to jump between our rooms and interact with us. But you never see us together. So, when the error happened, he got reset. You remember how he was locked behind a progress wall before, and you had to level up a skill to unlock him. What was that? The peaceful trait, wasn't it? Well, the game no longer recognizes your peaceful trait as being a high enough level to unlock his character, so he's inaccessible to you. But, shh, don't worry. He's perfectly unharmed. And I'm sure he still has the 70,000 ice creams and neck pillows and laptops that you bought him. So it's not like he'll get bored in there. You don't understand, love. I had to stop him from seeing you. If he'd even acknowledged you were there, the king would have sent me back to my room and pulled you into his. Then I'd have had to wait for you to come back. If you were going to come back at all. Do you remember when we first met? I was investigating a killer, and you insisted on joining me in my case. It seemed you blame yourself for the accident that the game bestowed upon every man that you met. Magic water which turned them into animals. But since I couldn't really do much with Pause, I accepted your help and we began to grow closer. And suddenly, catching the killer didn't matter anymore. You took me to places I had only ever seen as crime scenes before. Like the park and fun fairs. You showed me the amazing parts of life which sit above the seedy underbelly of the city. Until I met you, I wasn't even capable of seeing a person in public without assessing all the dangers that could befall them. Now, I only think about the ways you could be in danger. That's why I have to protect you. Do you remember our first kiss? You probably thought I was going to eat your face or something. But you kissed me anyway. There was an explosion of sparkles and bubbles, and I became half human again. Your expression was priceless, but I could see the determination in your eyes. We've come that far, and you wanted to see it through. Well, you did. As you could see, if you opened those doors, I'm completely back to normal. Hey. Did you know I was in love with you? I'd watch you leave every day, showering those other men with gifts, spending time with them that they took for granted. They had no idea how lucky they were that you even talked to them, looked at them. They don't deserve your attention. That's why I had to deal with that vet whose door you knocked on. Now, I love you, no less with two wooden doors between us. But it does make it harder for me to hold you close, lavish you with affection, and show you how much I cherish you. So, can you come out, please? I'll do my best to promise not to progress lock any more of your men. That's not a sentence I thought anyone would ever say, but here we are. Oh, thank goodness. I thought you weren't going to, but you did, and everything's okay again. Come here, love. Let me take care of you. Warm. So warm. Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you get to? All the doors in the corridor are locked. And you're worried I did something drastic while you were away? Darling, honey, look at me. Please have a little faith in me. I promised I wouldn't progress lock any more of your men, didn't I? Right? Besides, you've only been away for 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 15 seconds. What damage could I possibly do in such a small amount of time? I figured you must have gone to the park to feed the ducks, which is something we always do together. I get it. Okay, I understand. You need alone time. I completely understand that. We don't want to be in each other's pockets, right? Even though I warned you not to leave my side for fear of what might happen. But you did it anyway. It's probably a good thing you wandered off, because that man you met at a pottery class came asking after you. It's funny that he should knock on my door, isn't it? After all, how would he possibly know that you'd be here, or even in this world at all? Come think of it. He's the one that used to be some kind of hog, right? A boar, was it? He still sounds like a pig when he screams. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just talking to myself, honey. I said that the park has some lovely ice creams. I imagine you enjoyed one while you were out. You do love sweet things. But next time you go out, please take me with you. I behaved myself this time, though I gave your gentleman friend such a tongue lashing that he may never open his door again. Speaking of doors, how do you know that all the ones in the corridor are locked? I mean, I don't own you, of course. I don't. But didn't we have an agreement that mine was the only room you'd visit? I mean, you're living here full time and we have everything we need. It's not like there's an incentive to leave at all. Yet you still did. But I can't offer you beautiful scenery or cute little ducks, so I'd never stop you from going outside. It shouldn't actually need saying, but the corridor is not outside. You should really stay away from there. Wasn't one of your previous partners an assassin? I imagine he has countless knives and all sorts of other dangerous weapons. You could really get hurt if you're not careful. One minute you could be standing there having a conversation, and the next he could bury a dagger in your leg. You must be parched, darling. Would you like some tea? Hmm? No. No. I'm not limping. Why would you think that? Honestly, my honey, you say the silliest things. Now, tea? Yes or no? Yes, I thought you might have had a drink in the park. Always pays to ask. Hot chocolate, was it? Of course. And I bet it had all the trimmings, like cream and marshmallows. You should have brought me some, dearest. You know I love it when we share things. It's good to share things, don't you think? No healthy couple keeps secrets. Like, I have no problem whatsoever telling you what I did before you got up this morning. I made you breakfast, of course, and I opened the curtains in the living room, so you'd be greeted by the warm sunshine when you came downstairs. I showered, cleaned the bathroom, then went to the park. And while I was there, I had a lovely chat with the hot chocolate vendor about how the machine is broken and she'll have to wait until tomorrow for someone to fix it. but but that can't be right, can it, honey? Because you just told me that you went to the park earlier and had a hot chocolate with all the trimmings. Didn't you? So I'll ask again, darling. Where have you been? Oh, good morning, darling. Did you sleep well? Did your talk button break, darling? Did you mute yourself by accident? Perhaps there's a bug and the game needs maintenance. Or are you just not speaking to me? As I thought. Darling, please, you haven't done anything wrong. I said it last night and I'll say it again. I don't care that you went to visit that rabbit and lied about it. Besides, he's gone now. They're all gone now. Did you know that rabbits freeze up out of terror when you put them on their backs? I did. I really did. I also know that wolves are petrified of fire, and roosters. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, darling. Am I scaring you? At least I got you to talk. So I'd say my little outburst was a good thing. There's no need to be scared of me, darling. I know that your impulsive little dash to the other rooms wasn't your fault. After all, The men here felt like friends to you. Of course, you'd want to see them. Or perhaps they used their allure and caressed you. Even from behind their doors, tempting you, calling to you, whispers on the wind that played like a song in your mind. But now, I don't need to worry about you wandering off. You can go where you please, when you please. Because now, there's nobody in this world that can take you away from me. You're all mine. Oh, my beautiful treasure. How fragile you are. How little you know. Anyone else wouldn't know how to touch you. Their filthy hands would have tarnished your delicate skin. Their lecherous breaths would have clung to your sweet, sweet succulent scent and turned it utterly sour. You might have even been marred or scratched as if you were nothing but a prey animal. I know I bite too. But my bites feel like kisses, don't they? Oh, darling, it is taking every fiber of my being not to devour you right now. I'm never letting you go again. You are mine and only mine. No, darling. Please don't struggle. You'll trigger my instincts, and I might end up biting you again. Just stay here in my arms, right where you belong. We'll be together forever, my love. Together forever.
From a whole nother world, a different dimension, you open my eyes, and I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light. Kiss me, kiss me, infect me with your love and fill me with your poison. Take